Tell me how to fix a Rheem air conditioner.
I'm not surprised you're asking. Rheem is better than Ruud, but not quite as good as a Trane.
I cannot afford a Trane. I just want to fix my Rheem.
Even when they work right, they are noisy.
This is making extra noises, and not cooling the house down like it should.
This noise you hear may be the pops and dings as refrigerant expands as it escapes. Their evaporators start leaking, so they tend to freeze up after a refrigerant leak, though not always with literal ice on the evaporator.
That would explain the decrease in cooling.
Their compressors tend to go out after a year or two.
Those parts are supposed to last years.
Rheem has a 1-year warranty on most of the units, and the compressors last barely that long.
So the problem may be the compressor.
Or something else. They have a 10-year warranty on parts, which means you have to pay for all the labor or everything past a year and a day old. And all repairs if they can blame the problem on the installer.
What else might it be?
The coils tend to leak, and solder rarely works long-term assuming the problem isn't one of the valves. And Rheem won't pay to replace the coils, if the thing can be soldered.
So you end up paying for multiple solders before they pay to replace the coils.
Aluminum coils do not solder as well as copper or steel coils, and while they are cheaper to make, they are just as expensive to replace.
This makes cleaning the coils to keep their efficiency up even more important, if only so I can see the little leaks as bubbles in the coil cleaner. What else can I check myself?
Their control boards do not go out as often as an American Standard or Ruud unit. However, they sometimes have wiring overheat and burn open because of bad manufacturing, and 50/50 change. Rheem blames the installer to avoid the warranty.
At least a burned out wire is better than an AC on fire.
There is always the possibility that there's a burned out capacitor, or it may be a bad motor. I'd say it is the capacitor or wiring that burned out if it is dead, motor wearing out if it is banging, or increasingly noisy with each rotation.
At least a start capacitor is relatively cheap to fix and a fast fix at that. A bad motor puts the AC out of commission, until they get a new part.
You should always check the control board for error messages, just in case the high-intelligence, high-efficiency AC needs a reboot. Before you kick yourself in the butt for paying a repair guy $200 to do the same.